Hello, everyone. My name is Betty Karn, and I am here as a member of the UU of Augusta Stewardship and Finance Committee. Welcome to the Gather the Spirit, Harvest the Power Stewardship campaign for 2025-2026. I am going to introduce you to the proposed budget for the upcoming year. There are some advantages to a recorded message, and one is that you can pause or you can go back to look at the numbers if you need to. So as you look at the budget, the three columns over to the right, you will see the first one of those three is the fiscal year 24-25. That's our current budget. The next one is the proposed budget for fiscal year of 25-26. And to the right are the changes. So in red on any of the future lines of this draft budget, these are the changed items. So first off, I want to say we met our goal of our annual appeal, $15,000 this year. Thank you to so many generous people. And part of that $15,000 was $6,000 anonymous gift, a matching gift that someone gave us. So thank you all very much for that. One of the significant things I want to talk about on this slide is the yard sale. There will be no in-person yard sale in 2025. What you see is an online line item because there's a member of the church who is helping people sell things that they would normally donate to a yard sale, selling them online, and that is benefiting the church. So if you're interested in that, somebody can help you with that. There have been no significant changes in our invested income, our invested funds program. The primary source of our budget comes from pledges and the financial support of the people that attend our church or are part of our church. This year, the board and the finance committee came up with a pledge goal of $198,000 to carry out our very important work. And you may say, why did it go up to $198,000? I will tell you that a concern was raised that the draft budget of 25-26 relied upon $22,000 from our cash reserves or our savings in order to balance the budget. This is identical to our 24-25 budget that also includes $22,000. If we needed to utilize all of those funds because something happened, we would essentially deplete most of our savings, which is $55,800. This concern resulted in a combined board and finance committee meeting, a special meeting to discuss the reserve savings and what the proposed pledge goal would be for this stewardship campaign. It was decided that our cash reserves serve a vital need, preserving our ability to respond to unexpected financial events without having to take out bank loans at very high interest rates. Relying upon our cash reserves to balance our operating budget and potentially depleting that savings is not in keeping with our fiduciary responsibility to the church community. The cash reserve commitment to the fiscal year 25-26 budget was reduced to $11,000, and that changed our pledge goal and has set it at $198,000. I will say in 2024, we as a congregation committed to the future health and growth of our congregation by calling Reverend Donna as our full-time settled minister. This commitment includes a promise to provide the necessary financial support. Our pledge goal reflects meeting our commitments to staff and to ongoing programming. This slide looks at administrative expenses. Most of them have not changed here. I will say there are some technology upgrades that we know need to happen. Boxcast was separated out on this budget, so it now has its own line item. Like our home budgets, some things go up and a few things go down. If you're looking at this slide, you will see property insurance has gone up a bit, snow removal has gone up a bit, water and sewer has gone up a bit. Our heat has come down some. We are getting benefits of the heat pumps that were donated to the church. They had been a gift to the church a couple of years ago, and also benefits of buying into a solar farm. And by doing that, we did that with a self loan. This slide has to do with personnel expenses, and there are well-deserved increases for the pianists and the Unitarian Universalist Community Church Orchestra Director. This draft budget also includes increased hours for our church administrator and music director. It includes a 3% cost of living adjustment for our church employees and our settled minister. There is also, you will see, a health insurance reserve. That reserve account is to fund the cost of health insurance for our eligible employees and settled minister if they decide to take advantage of those contractual benefits. On this slide, there are 3 sections, and this is due to Reverend Donna worked as a contract minister for 1 month of the current year and 11 months as a settled minister. She is our now full-time settled minister and will be so for the next 12 months. And we're very excited about that. This graphic gives some not time estimates, but percentage estimates of some of the things that Reverend Donna Dolheim does for us. In addition to worship and worship planning, she does staff supervision, coordination, pastoral care, committee support, communication, and outreach. During the fall, the board, in consultation with the minister, reallocated approximately $10,000 from the unfulfilled lifetime faith formation position to increase the hours for the church administrator and the music director. The remaining money was assigned to a yet unhired 5-hour-a-week Sunday morning RE or religious exploration coordinator position. This graphic gives a sense of just some of the things that Bridget Convey, our music director, does regarding not only the choir, but also music, research, planning, as well as community outreach. Lynn Smith, our UUCC church administrator, also holds many, many different pieces of the pie. It is impossible to list all of the things the church staff members do. Their salaries comprise a large portion of the budget, but they are the backbone of our church that holds our ministries together. Program expenses. The worship line has decreased in part because use of copyrighted material has been moved to its own separate line item. UUAGA support. This year, our church was able to assist a couple of people going to General Assembly. That's the GA support. And they decided that that was such an important thing, they added a line item for that. The Reverend Carrie Johnson Social Justice Fund currently has enough capital to be self-sustaining. So the Social Justice Committee was able to donate $1,250, that's 4% of the total, to the United Community Living Center, and they just did that in January. Living into our mission and vision requires financial stewardship. The board and the finance committee work together each year to develop a conscientious budget to make these many ministries possible. I hope this has helped answer some questions regarding the proposed budget. If you have further questions, please reach out to any of the board members or the finance committee members, and we will try to answer them. These are your finance committee members. On March 2nd, we're planning a very packed Stewardship Sunday service with not only Reverend Donna, a testimonial from a member or two of the congregation, the orchestra, the choir, and a gathering after the service in the fellowship hall. As we kick off the 2025-2026 stewardship campaign, we are reminded of the hymn by UU singer-songwriter Jim Scott, in which he says, "Gather the spirit, harvest the power. Our separate fires will kindle one flame." Together, we can each bring our individual fire to kindle the flame. We look forward to another amazing year at UUCC, where we will continue to grow as individuals and as a community, and we will provide a beacon of light and hope in our small corner of the world. Thank you all for listening.